Hey, what's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here. Let's take a look at some new AirPod Pro competitors. These are BlackPods Pro. So company sent me these for a review and these are $99. So in this video, my job is to see how close these get to Apple's AirPods Pro. And for the money, $99, are they worth it? That's 40% of the price. Are they 40% of the quality? I think they were the first to come out with black versions for AirPods 2, and now they have a new version for AirPods Pro. Now they have several different colors, one being midnight green and another a frost matte white. All of them are matte to the touch, which is a cool finish and somewhat reminiscent of the back of the iPhone. So it's a matching texture. I'm honestly surprised Apple hasn't done something like this yet. These are the AirPods of our dreams that we've been showing in the renders. I like the color a lot. Let's see the finish and quality. Now, immediately opening them up, they look quite similar to Apple's AirPods. And these are the second AirPod Pro clones that I'm checking out. We'll see how they sound. And well, yeah, overall, I'd say the design is pretty close. Now, legality-wise, how these guys are able to sell them is apparently none of the packaging is the same. They don't use any of Apple's brands, and the design is just different enough on the casing and the actual AirPod to where they can avoid legal consequences. And not to mention the color, it is different. So actually, we'll be doing a little comparison with the other AirPod Pro clones that we've been testing out. Those were about $80, and these are different in design. They're not the same. So these are the TWS i500s, and immediately you can tell the design is different. The actual exhaust port is much larger on the BlackPods Pro. The bottom charging is a little bit different. The side sensors, these are actually physical, but they're still fake. It's a sticker here and here. The only exhaust port is on the bottom here, and we'll take a deeper look. But pulling off the covers on the inside, the grate is different versus the first clone that I tested. Curious to see if the sound is any better. And you actually have these interchangeable tips included in the packaging. So it does come with some controls we'll test out. And these do connect via the H1W1 method. And it comes with a lightning cable inside, a black one. So I like the fact that it's a murdered out version. I asked the creator if it holds up over time. He says that it will scratch, but it should hold up fairly well. As with a matte paint job on a car, you do want to take care of that. But okay, let's get to setting them up, and I want to pop them into Apple's real quick. See if they fit. Ooh, that's a nice combo. That would have been cool for Apple to do. I hope that they release a black version too, but apparently these are the only colored AirPod Pro clones you can get right now. Already I'm seeing these are not your AirPods Pro next to my iPhone 11 Pro. By the way, just updated to iOS 13.3.1. So if it works on this latest version, you know you're good. It'll ask you to hold the button. So this is something that new AirPods Pro won't ask you to do, but it's part of the spoofing method, I believe. And it uses the native pop-up. There it is, connected. So it'll show you the AirPods and the casing separately. They'll show up here all individually. And let's pop them in. Let's see the fit. So they have a chime and they start auto playing. Now these have no noise cancellation on the software side, and wow, they actually have a little icon here. And they say BlackPods Pro, that's cool. Oh wow, okay, I did not expect this. I didn't think that they would have this. Apparently they do have a software noise cancellation switch, and then transparency and off. This makes no difference. It's just for visual, I think, but it's cool that they have that. The last clones that I tested did not show up with a little icon in the volume HUD. Okay, so I figured out the touch controls. I thought that it was a tap like the old ones, but it's actually a replication of the Force Touch sensor, at least a mimic of it. So you physically have to press it to play and pause. Like a simple tap does not do it, which is interesting that they managed to replicate that. So play, and then a double on the right ear to go back, and a double on the left ear to go forward. It's weird that it's that way. I think it should be the other way around, but it works. Quick pause, and it does have the actual sound, the little tick of the real AirPods Pro. Forward with a double tap, you have to delay it a little bit. So one tap, one tap. It's a little finicky, but once you can get it, it does work. And there are some settings inside. This is really mostly for show. Again, this doesn't really do anything. Didn't notice a difference. And the ear tip fit test, highly doubt that this actually works, but it does have the settings there. Now, how's the actual sound quality? They're a little flat. I'm not even gonna try and sugarcoat that. They do not sound as good as Apple's. But how good are they? I'd say the perfect volume would be around halfway to 60%. They're loud. Surprisingly, they're loud. At 40% of the price, I'd say they deliver about 60% of the sound, 65%. You're not getting obviously Apple quality. Do not expect that at this price point, but it's not bad. The highs are okay. Even the bass, there's some there. It can clip if you get really loud. You're definitely getting more than 40% of the sound of Apple AirPods Pro. Just don't expect it to be super amazing, but cool. So everything checks out so far. You get custom tips. The casing is pretty nice. Again, take care of it. It is a matte finish, but overall for $99, you could do worse. And I'd say they're even more worth it than the old clones because the software has been adjusted. It looks better, it functions a little bit better, and actually has a mimic of force press on it. Oh, and of course there are other colors. I actually want to check out the white one real quick. I didn't get the midnight green. He has that up on his website, but this is a frosted white color that looks really blue for some reason. Next to Apple's, yeah, they're a little bluish. Oh wow, almost like a lavender color. I don't know if it's just my lighting or what, but definitely frosted. I feel like this one will hold up the best. As on black, you can definitely see more of the scratches with time probably. Again, 1-to-1 in actual size, just a couple small differences to avoid the legal issues apparently. Cool, there it is. There's the white one, and they do offer BlackPods 2 for $60. And these also come with wireless charging. By the way, I want to test that out. These are though very similar to existing products. You know, I can't say that these are truly unique, but $60, black version, pretty clean. So it works great. Wirelessly charges. So you get quite a bit for those $99. What you're not getting is you're not getting obviously Apple's integration, the software side of things. You're not getting transparency mode, which is probably the best thing about owning AirPod Pros. You're obviously not getting the same sound quality. You know, they're not in the same league whatsoever, but it does a pretty good job at making you think you have AirPods Pro, BlackPods Pro for 40% of the price. So whether or not that's worth it, up to you. He does have a pretty good return policy, 30 days. So I'll leave a link for that down below in the description. Otherwise, I gotta say impressions are fairly good. You know, I would obviously opt for the Pros over the 2s. And oh wow, so you can actually share audio on these with Apple's official AirPods. You couldn't do that on the last clone I tested. Okay, so I'm sharing audio on both. I wanna see what the range is. They say it has Bluetooth 5.0. So we'll leave them right here. And with a clear line of sight, let's see how far we can get before they start cutting out. Okay, so 150 feet, no problems. About as well as I'd expect them to perform with Bluetooth 5.0. Cool. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. That's my review of BlackPods Pro. Check them out down below in the description and stay tuned for more. Also, I am giving away 5 AirPods Pro, so if you want a chance to win those, link down below in the description. All right, guys, see you on the next one.